Happy to meet you in the next video. In this video, we are going to continue with the exercise of continuity and differentiability. This is our fifth chapter. That is, fifth chapter, sixth chapter, 7, 8 and 9 are the part of calculus. So the first part in the calculus is continuity and differentiability. We all have learned about the continuous function. First, we will solve the sums regarding continuous function. Let us recall what is a continuous function. A function f is continuous at x is equal to a if and only if limit at x equal to a f of x is equal to f of e. That is, the limit should exist and the existence of limit should be equal to the value at that point. The next is a function f is continuous on the interval. If the question is at x is equal to a, you can use the first method. If it is given as an interval, you can use this method. That is nothing but you will find the left hand limit, you will find the right hand limit, and then you will check whether it is equal to the value at that point. It's the same. The first method we can use for the 2 marks and the second method we can use for the 4 marks. The first is algebra of continuous function. Suppose f and g be two real functions continuous at a real number c. We know that f and g are continuous function. We have to check whether f plus g is a continuous function. The proof for f plus g alone I have given here. Take the function f plus g. So limit x tends to c. We have to check the limit of a function at the point x is equal to c. So I have taken it as limit x tends to c f plus g of x, which is equal to, I can split the function. This you have learnt in your class 11. So limit x tends to c f of x plus g of x. So I can apply the limit separately. When I am applying the limit separately, since it is a continuous function, I know that f is a continuous function and g is a continuous function. So I can the resulting answer will be f of c plus g of c. So again, it can be written as f plus g of c. So when f and g are continuous function, f plus g is also a continuous function. The proof for subtraction, multiplication and division can also be done in the same method. The next is, this is in your book, you need not to copy this. You can do the exercise directly, and also I have shared the notes for this lesson and go through the notes then and there. You can take printout of the notes and keep it safely. The first question is, prove that the function f of x is equal to 5x minus 3 is continuous at x is equal to 0, x is equal to minus 3 and at x is equal to 5. It is asked to check the continuity of the function at a point. So we will use the first method to solve. That is, I will check the limit and at that point. So first I am checking at that point at x is equal to a. At x is equal to 0 is the first question. So at x is equal to 0, f of 0 is equal to, in the place of x substitute 0. So 5 into 0 minus 3 is equal to 3. So I'm going to check with the limit. Limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to, limit x tends to 0, 5x minus 3. Substitute the value 0 over here. So I am getting it as, and here also it is minus 3 students, it is a printing mistake. So here also minus 3 and here also it is minus 3. So limit x tends to 0, f of x is equal to f of 0. Therefore, f is continuous at x is equal to 0. Next we have to check for minus 3. At x is equal to minus 3, f of minus 3 is equal to, I am getting it as minus 18. For the limit also I am getting it as minus 18. So I can say that f is continuous at x is equal to minus 3. In the same way I have done for x is equal to 5 also. The next question is, examine the continuity of the function f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 1 at x is equal to 3. What type of function this is? It's a polynomial function. So absolutely it is a continuous function. That you can say using the graphical method, but you cannot use this for answering the questions. We have to prove algebraically. So as the same method, at x is equal to 3 you will find, and you will find at limit also. If both are equal, we can say that it is a continuous function at x is equal to 3. The third question is, examine the following functions for continuity. Here, they didn't give at the point, at a specific point. Here they just given the function alone as f of x is equal to x minus 5, 1 by x minus 5, x squared minus 25 by x plus 5 and modulus of x minus 5. Here the point is not given. How can I use that? I will use the point as some constant value. See here, the given function is f of x is equal to x minus 5. It is evident that f is defined at every real number. So I am taking a point, a constant value real number k, and its value at k is k minus 5. So I am taking as k x tends to k, f of x is equal to x tends to k x minus 5. It will be k minus 5, and at the point k also it is k minus 5. So limit x tends to k, f of x is equal to f of k. So it is a continuous function, and also it is a polynomial function. The next is the given function. It is a rational function. F of x is equal to 1 by x minus 5, where x is not equal to 5. So I can take the real number except 5, because at 5 it is discontinuous. For any real number k not equal to 5, we obtain limit x tends to k, 1 by x minus 5 equal to k minus 5. At k it is k minus 5, but k should not be equal to 5. So f is continuous at every point in the domain. Therefore, it is a continuous function except at x is equal to 5. The next question is, f of x is equal to x squared minus 25 by x plus 5. Here in the denominator you have plus 5, so x should not be equal to minus 5. If I apply minus 5 over here, it will be 0 and it will be not defined. So it is discontinuous at that point. For any real number, here they are taking, instead of taking as k, here they are taking as c. C not equal to 5, minus 5, we obtain limit x tends to k. X tends to c, f of x is equal to, this x squared minus 25 can be written as x plus 5 and x minus 5 plus 5. These two will get cancelled. Again I will get it as x minus 5, which is related to the first question of this division. So I can say that f is continuous at every point in the domain of f, and therefore it is a continuous function. The D question is, the given function is f of x is equal to modulus of x minus 5. Modulus means it takes the positive value as well as the negative value. So plus x minus 5 and minus x minus 5. Minus x minus 5 can be written as 5 minus x. So 5 minus x if x less than 5, x minus 5 if x is greater than or equal to 5. Here it is given as interval. When it is given as interval, I have to use left hand limit and right hand limit. So first case I will take x is less than 5, x is equal to 5 and x is greater than 5. When x is less than 5, what is the function? It is 5 minus x. Less than 5 is at a point. So then f of c is equal to 5 minus c. Limit x tends to c, f of x is equal to 5 minus c. So these two are equal. So f is continuous at all real numbers less than 5. When it is equal to 5, at 5 it will be 0. So 5 minus, so it has, at equal to 5 means it has its negative part as well as its positive part. So I have to check with the left hand limit and also with the right hand limit. So x tends to 5 minus. 5 minus means less than 5 means I have to take it as 5 minus x. So 5 minus x is equal to, it's 0. When it is plus 5 also it is 0. So therefore the function is continuous at x equal to 5. When it is greater than 5, only one function, the one function is x minus 5. So here also I am proving that it is continuous. So the given modulus function is continuous at all the points of the real line. The next question is, prove that the function f of x is equal to x power n is continuous at x is equal to n, where n is a positive integer. We have to prove that the function is a continuous at x is equal to n. So it is evident that f is defined at all the positive integers n and its value is n power n. If you substitute at the point n, f of n will be equal to n power n. Then when I apply the limit, n is a positive integer they have given, so we need not to use both hand sides. So x tends to n, f of n is equal to x power n, which is equal to n power n, which since both are equal, we can say that the function is a continuous function. The fifth question is a function f defined by f of x is equal to x if x less than or equal to 1, 5 if x greater than 1. We have to check whether it is continuous at x is equal to 0, x equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. At 0 means we will use the function x, because less than or equal to 1 means 0, equal to 1 means x is equal to 2 means this function. So we are not in a condition to use negative and positive, because only one function. For 0 only one function x, at x equal to 1 only one function x, at x is equal to 2 it is only 5. So the given function f of x is equal to x. For 0 I will take the function as x, so the answer is 0 and 0, so the function is continuous. At x is equal to 1 also it is continuous, because at x is equal to 1 I have two intervals, so left hand limit, right hand limit I am using. Then at x is equal to only one function 5, so therefore the function is continuous. So students, you have listened to the video. If you are finding it difficult to copy the answers, I am sharing the PPT of this video. So go through the video fully and spend your time in copying the answers from the PPT. Thank you all.